All right, it is officially 10 o'clock. We will start today's Central County Commissioners meeting here for Thursday, March 28th, 2024, 10 a.m. Call to order, please. If you would, please stand with me for a pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Would you sit? Dennis, would you like to lead us in prayer?
Thank you. Lord, we'd just like to stop and thank you here for this wonderful weather. It's even though it's cold, you have a purpose for that, and you just take care of us, and we love you for it. But we also ask you to give wisdom to the commissioners and all the city officials, because you say in Romans chapter 13 verse 1, let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of God, the powers that be ordained of God. So you know the officials, you know their hearts, and we thank you. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Dennis. All right, roll call, please.
Commissioner Shaw?
Here.
Commissioner Frankert?
Here.
And Commissioner Paradiso is absent.
Two commissioners present. Minutes, I will accept a motion to approve the digital, audio, and video recordings from the previous board session from Thursday, March 21st, 2024.
I move to accept the minutes.
Second.
Commissioner Frankert?
Yes.
Commissioner Shaw?
Yes. These are approved. All right, so we have a 10 o'clock bid opening here for box beams. County Administrator Barb Patterson will be passing around an attendance sheet. Please sign your name onto that as that goes around here from the front to the back. And Barb, let you do your thing.
Okay. Looks like there's 4 bids, and this is for County Road 16, County Road 18, Township Road 109, Township Road 148. These are superstructure replacement pre-pressed box beams. The first one I have is from Alan Stone, excuse me.
Do we have an engineer's estimate?
Oh, I'm sorry, it's $426,900.
Thank you.
Usually they mark them, sorry. Well, I'm not seeing it. Open them on site. Here we go. That's good. Still looking, sorry. The contract agreement is not filled out. I don't have a bid on this one. It's not, there's no dollar amount.
Is there any representatives here today from that Alan Stone?
Do you want to take a look at it, Mark?
Let me say, come and pull.
Because that's the
pull seat
contract
here.
agreement. There is another envelope here for me. Oh, here it is. I don't know why they put it in a separate envelope, I'm not sure.
What's the name on that again?
It is Alan Stone Company. Their bid is $540,000.
540.
$540,000. one I have is from R&I Construction. Their bid is $445,932. The next one I have is from Great Lakes Demolition Company. Their bid is $459,000. And the last one I have is from the Crawford Construction Company. Their bid is $443,585.
Thank you. That was all four.
That's all four of them.
All right, those will go to our county engineer
Yep.
to look over and that recommendation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, the last one's for-
That wasn't for the box beams?
No, it's for the next bid. They have until 10:15.
All right, so we have another bid opening at 10:15. So what we'll do here is we'll get into commissioner reports. Commissioner Franklin, that you lead it off.
Last Saturday, we was over to the Lions Club in the county. They do the Project Lifesaver. They had their benefit raffle last Saturday night. Had a great turnout there. It was great to see the sheriff, the auditor were there, and many other people supporting that. It's basically the funds are used for anybody to help monitor in case they get lost or whatever, dementia, Alzheimer's, and one other effects they have on life. So fantastic turnout. They had a lot of good raffle prizes, and glad to be there. Sunday, went through the drive-through Palm Sunday lunch that the Opportunity Center had. They did over 700 meals, and it was an awesome meal, and it was a great day. At least it wasn't raining. They had the Easter Bunny there, handing out candy to the kids and stuff. So enjoyed driving through for that. So Monday, went out to the EMA building, had the plan review for the Eclipse finalization, kind of what the EMA with all the from the law to ODOT and stuff on that, what the plans are once we're a couple weeks away on that, and getting that plan around. So Tuesday, we had an investment meeting with our treasurer and meter to kind of see how things are looking at with interest rates, and kind of a double-edged sword, whether you're borrowing money or whether you're getting money. So it's kind of one side you really want it to go up, but if you're on the other side of it, you don't want to have the interest rate increase and stuff. We've been fortunate enough with our and kudos our engineer. He does a great job out there, and keeps efficient operation, and really does a nice job with that. It's one of the funds that we oversee with that. So kudos and mark on that. So. Then we had land bank in the afternoon there, and kind of went over some different properties that are getting kind of on the list for demolition. Some new ones that give us some opportunities to evaluate, and we're going to get back with us for our next meeting on May 28th with that. Tuesday night, went out to the Opportunity Center. They had their bingo bake out there, so we went out there and kind of visited some folks, and they had another great turnout out there. It's amazing what a great community we live in, and that gymnasium was full of folks out there, and so we spent a little time out there, and then left there, and then went over to over in Hancock County. They had the Washington Township, their zoning appeals board for the borrow pit that the landfill is wanting to utilize over there, and Thursday, yesterday, Board of Revision, from 9 till 3 o'clock, went through 15 properties. Board of Revision, kind of, if people disagree with the value on their property, they have the opportunity to come and kind of plead with their, why they think the property is overvalued and stuff on that. So, went through about 15 properties there yesterday on that. And then after that, went over to Fossil Area Chamber. They had kind of a after 5 event there at the Bolero bowling alley. If anybody's not been over there, there's new owners there. They really fixed it up. It's really neat in there. New carpeting, painted it. It's really a lot of arcade machines for the kids and stuff on it. So it's a great afternoon. We've got grandkids in town or kids just buzz over there. Great food and stuff on that. So that was a nice event that they did last night. And then this morning I was on WTTF, had Rob Crane from Black Swamp Conservancy come in and talk about farmland preservation and how farmers can enroll their land into be able to preserve it as farmland for eternity and stuff on that. And then followed up, and I want to give a shout out to Bryce and Marissa. Got some information. Mondays are April 1st kickoff for our bicentennial, so it seems like that there's not been a lot on that from our side of it. So I put a kind of a shout out to everybody, let them know that's coming up, and along with again the eclipse. So they sent us some good information to put out for the community to know what's happening here in the next couple weeks. It's going to get kind of crazy and busy, but you guys have been running high, hard, and fast, and really appreciate everything you guys are doing for the bicentennial and also with the eclipse and stuff with the committees you're served on and people you're surrounding yourself with to make this better. So that's where I'm at.
All right, beautiful week.
Great week. Yep.
All right, Friday, had a meeting with some of the folks from Faust Construction here, going over some EMS building updates here. Things are moving along good, so it's nice to get to chat with them. Tuesday, we had some in-house discussion here, got some reports from our county administrator on some different projects she's working on, so we're communicating really well here in the office. Also, as Commissioner Frank alluded to, we had the Investment Advisory Committee, got updates from that. Interest rates, like I said, it's a double-edged sword, as Commissioner Frank had said. Also, the land bank meeting, we did get a good report from Renee. So she's working with TSEP and some other organizations, do the land bank, working on some housing projects. Don't want to say the exact number, but they've got some sizable projects they're going to be working on for additional housing here in the community. Let Aaron or Renee touch on that next time they're here to give their report, but good meeting all in all. Also, Wednesday, we had our bicentennial meeting. I'm going to save some time here for Bryce and Marissa after this next bid opening to go over the historic tour and some of that stuff, but good turnout here as far as people voting for the K-9 Commissioner, beer contest. There's some fun stuff through the chamber, so check out their website, but just appreciate all their hard work as Frankfurt had alluded to. This morning, had our Downtown Development Committee. There was a breakfast down at the deli, so got some updates on some of the things we're working on there. Also tonight, there's a Mental Health Recovery Services Board meeting at the Ottawa County Resource Center at 4:30. Also, at the same time, there's a 5 o'clock Board of Health meeting. We're going to try to hit one of those if possible.
Well, the Board of Health actually 6. I'd go to that one, yes.
Also at 5 on our calendar, I think. Good. Yeah, also, make sure with the eclipse being here about a week and a half away, there's glasses out there in the community, make sure you have protection. It's going to be a busy April between the bicentennial. Seneca County turns 200 this year. Going to be a lot of people coming in for that. A lot of people coming in for the eclipse. It's going to be a busy month in April, so hang on and just enjoy it, be safe, and watch out for one another. End of my report, and that puts us at about 10:15 here. So what we'll do at this point is go into our second bid opening for County Road 34, County Road 38, pavement widening and resurfacing. Once again, Bart will be passing around the sheet for the attendance. I forgot to say after the first bid opening, you don't have to sit through the whole meeting if you want. You're welcome to leave, you're welcome to stay, but after the bid opening, you are excused. So,
It looks like there's 3 bids for the County Road 34, 38 pavement widening and resurfacing project. The engineer's estimate is $1,913,849. The first bid I have is from MMB Asphalt. is $1,875,992.35. Next bid is from Gherkin Paving.
Durkin?
Gherkin. And their bid is $1,983,782.50. And the last bid I have is from Erie Blacktop. Their bid is $1,996,588.35.
All right. I'm sorry.
Yep, $1,996,588.35.
That's all of them?
That's all of them.
All right, so those are the bids for the County Road 3438 pavement widening and resurfacing. Those will go to the county engineer to review and weigh out. Thank you. All right.
I do have one quick thing from Mark before he leaves. It's, just so you know, I don't know if you've been in contact with Soil and Water, but they're out doing some ditch cleaning out our way.
Okay.
And there is dirt available if you guys
Oh.
need some, since you're working on County Road 34, that area there.
Okay.
On that. Don't know how much, but I know there will be some available.
All right, I'll talk to Brett.
Coordinate with Brett and Andrea if you need it.
Yeah, for sure. Is the work already been done? Is it
Yes.
all spoiled up now?
Yeah, just been here the last few weeks or so, I see. Yeah.
All right, I'll talk to him. Thanks.
Good catch.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Safe travels. Thank you. All right, so that closes up our bid openings here. We'll now get into the county administrator's report. Barb?
Hey, Mark, before you leave, I would just like to say thank you for doing the survey work out at the cemetery.
Oh, you're welcome.
They did get the fencing up out there, and it looks very nice out there.
Awesome.
But I would like to say thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thanks, sir.
Yep, take care.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm really sorry.
So the couple other things that I have, they are putting in the new carpeting in the public areas of the RTA building. So the basement is finished, or will be finished. I think they might have to do some baseboard, maybe finish that. They will be working on the first floor. I'm not sure if the carpet has been torn up. I believe it was torn up yesterday. But the second floor with the auditor's office being closed and the treasurer's office being closed tomorrow, they will be probably finishing that project tomorrow. That way there's no public coming in, and they can probably just get it done. So, yeah. So they will work on at least definitely the second floor tomorrow. I do have a couple of things from the sheriff's office that I got an email from Steve Cook, their maintenance supervisor, that he spoke with Bird Garrett yesterday, that they had a couple big projects that they were in the process of finishing up for themselves, and that they were going to contact them about the chiller repair out there, so we will actually have one good circuit working out there for the chiller. So all goes well, God bless us, that we can get through the summer and not have any issues out there until we get the new chiller installed. So, just giving that update. Also, for the sheriff's office, we received a letter from St. Paul's United Methodist Church. They want to express some gratitude to Deputy Greg Smith and the individuals he oversees for the work crew. He has taken them out to do some work for their church, some painting, it looks like they installed some epoxy floors in the bathrooms and things like that. So they just, sent a letter and, wanted to say thank you. So, the other thing that I have is, again, there will be no meeting on April the 18th. Just so everybody's aware. We can possibly move that to Monday, Tuesday if we need to, but I will not be here, so we will be canceling the 18th of April. That's all I've got.
If everybody's dying to come in, I'll be here, we can have coffee and donuts. Hang out with the commissioner.
Coffee with the commissioner.
I'll be here that day. So everybody come in.
You gonna make us bring the donuts?
Probably.
Real fast ahead, John, that's what it's gonna do, right?
If there's donuts, Marissa will be here.
Yeah, if there's donuts, I'll for sure come.
Cloudy or cream, what do you like?
Cream sticks?
Cream six? Okay, there we go. So, model.
Preferably from Bassett's. They're really good.
Thanks for
That
the
for the
report.
donuts?
Thanks for the report, Marvin.
Yeah, I just want to kind of give kudos to Greg Smith too. The jail worker program, they get out in the community a lot and does a lot, and it saves a lot for these organizations. It's a great thing. So.
They move all of the election machines for the Board of Election. They move them out, put them, and bring them back, and so they do a lot. They move a lot of furniture for the county as well. I had a couple filing cabinets that sheriff's office didn't need anymore, so they brought them to us. So it works out for the everybody in the community. So
Need a lot of fairgrounds, all.
yeah, they do a lot. Mhm.
They've taken a lead. They've taken a lead too, for, like the village cleanups, and he does a really good job of orchestrating that. The men respect him, and just takes the right person to run
Yeah,
that particular crew.
correct.
That's all I'll say. Okay, any old business that the board would like to discuss? Anything?
I don't have anything.
All right, we will move into new business and supplemental appropriations, please.
Just one, for juvenile probate court technology grant, they're requesting $1,535.38 in supplies. Obviously, it's supplies.
Looking deal.
It's fine.
Motion to pass the supplemental appropriation.
I'll second.
Commissioner Franker,
Yes.
Commissioner Chef.
Yes. Moving to resolutions, please.
Resolution authorizing the Seneca County Board of Commissioners to accept the bid from Great Lakes Demolition Company for the County Road 62 12.51 bridge replacement.
So moved to accept the bid?
Second the motion?
Commissioner Franker,
Yes.
Commissioner Chef.
Yes.
Resolution authorizing Seneca County to enter into a joint cooperative agreement with the City of Fostoria and the City of Tiffin for program year 24, funding under the Community Housing Impact Preservation or CHIP program.
Motion to approve the resolution as presented?
I'll second.
Commissioner Franker,
Yes.
Commissioner Chef.
Yes.
Last resolution is entering into contract with Rich and Gillis Law Group LLC for the Seneca County Board of Revision effective June 1st, 2024 to May 31st, 2025.
So moved.
Second, just discussion, did you want to discuss this at all, Barb? I mean, this, as far as the attorney goes, it's for strictly the Board of Revision,
Yes.
right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That is covered. All right. Call vote, please.
Commissioner Franker,
Yes.
Commissioner Chef.
Yes.
That's all I have.
I do want to circle back, it is nice, and I don't know if you, so, it's the first resolution we did for the, Great Lakes Demolition Company, that's actually those guys, their office is in Clyde, but they actually live in Seneca
Yeah.
County, so it's always good to
Yeah.
have, Seneca County, folks, get bids and stuff on every locally, so.
Second that statement. Thank you. All right, now it's time we'll go to the general public. If you'd like to speak here, please state your name, your address, and direct your comments to us, and please keep it under 3 minutes. Bryce and Marissa, do you think you can give us some updates on the bicentennial coming
You
up?
can take more than 3 minutes.
I get 3 and she gets 3.
There you go. There you go.
You can even borrow 3 from Adam, so, right.
We'll yield your time. So a couple things real quick. I'm going with the Eclipse. A couple things planned. Just updating about where things are at. So we're fortunate now. We had a little hiccup with our community guide. Unfortunately, the printer, the publisher we usually work with, they didn't have the funds to print our guide, but we got it all figured out, sorted out thanks to the work of a lot of people in this community to make sure that happened. So we'll be here before the Eclipse. We're expecting those by Monday morning. Hopefully we'll get those in our hands. So they'll kind of kick off the bingo that's going to take place throughout that weekend. Saturday was the race for the 5K. We have 200 runners and walkers from Ohio, all over Ohio, Colorado, Florida, Maryland, New York, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin. So obviously bringing folks around. We're the only one in the state of Ohio doing an Eclipse run that weekend, which is kind of cool. And then also the East Green Concert Series is taking place now, thanks to the Eclipse Auto Care. On Sunday, they partner with us, so we'll have Wally McBees from 5 to 7 down at the East Green Amphitheater. So we're really looking forward to a fun night, kind of, again, filling in that weekend so we have things to do. And then the last is the Elope with the Eclipse. So we have 146 weddings right now that kind of folks are breaking up before they get here. Sign up. All that lost love, we'll shed a tear for them. 16,719 miles traveled to Macon County. Right now is the total travel distance to get here. And we've got a lot more media traction. We just were Idea Stream. They're a media source. They just did an interview. It was launched yesterday. Also Fox News. We had an interview last Friday with the New York Times. They'll work thankfully for us. Those will all be released on, looks like April 5th. So that's after our registration is closed. And then the last thing is I want to thank our friends that everyone's kind of come together to make this possible. Whether it be the photographers, whether it be Bill's donating the backdrop for the pictures, or whether it be TPC Food Services that are actually giving us a refrigerated truck for that entire weekend, helping us pick up the cakes from Ann Shu and Kendra's, and then Tom at the Chandelier, the East Green Amphitheater, those folks. But it's really been a community effort to make all this stuff happen. And we're just thankful because at the end of the day, it's not about us, it's the experience. We tell a story that, I think last year people said, hey, we don't really need to put a lot of effort into events and those kind of things because people are going to come no matter what. We're finding that actually not to be the case anymore. They're finding, folks are going to the pockets of Toledo, Cleveland, and really there's some areas, like ours that really, if you aren't doing something, you're not going to go. And so we have communities around us that have occupancy ratings right now. Their hotels is about 50% for the weekend because they've increased our prices and then really not getting the folks coming to the community maybe like they expected. So, I want to thank the city of Tiffin. They provided $10,000 in funding last year. It really was gasoline for a lot of our initiatives that we had kind of working on, and a lot of it was, again, planning and ensuring that people were on board. And it seems like every day someone adds a new event or activity to that weekend, the more we can offer and do. We're really trying to make this, again, a great experience for our community and for all these visitors that are going to be here. Hopefully they come back. And we got an email yesterday from a couple who came in. They came in from out of state to get their marriage license, and she sent an email and said, that wing place by the courthouse was super nice. I stopped by here and got this and this. She told us everything she did while she was here for the full day. It was really cool to see. So a lot of those stories that we're hearing, and people are coming here and they've never heard of us. We had a couple who they've been dating for 40 years and they never thought they'd get married, and they're now coming from Pennsylvania, coming to Tiffin, Ohio, and they're spending their honeymoon in Tiffin for 5 days. They're going to be here. And so they're not telling their kids either. So don't tell their kids. And they're going to do a family reunion in July and kind of surprise them there. So it's just kind of cool to see all these stories that are really popping up. And then Marissa's going to talk about the bicentennial, and then we'll answer any questions you guys have.
Did you say the hotels are half full right now?
Not ours. So our hotels are fully booked up. I know Fostoria had a few rooms that were available a couple weeks ago. I imagine those are probably pretty close to being over with. Our Airbnbs are all rented out. Campground spots, I'll be honest with you, that's been probably the last lagging aspect of people are looking at the weather and trying to figure out, okay, can I camp, can I not camp? We can tell you from our phone calls we've had, there are a number of folks that are coming for a little bit at the Eclipse that are camping, because we asked them in the survey, when are you coming into the area? And we've got phone calls, people are, but not everyone's taking that risk. They're trying to hang tight and see what it looks like. I don't think the St. County Fairgrounds, they're no longer doing it. There's a few others that kind of said, hey, we're going to wait and see. But that's really the lagging indicator is, the camp spots. But our
Fairgrounds is not.
No.
because the cost of them to open everything up and,
Maintain.
yeah, the lines, water and all that stuff, they had nobody, so that's why they decided.
We're seeing that across everywhere, right? So I'm talking about every other county around us, the same thing. And for example, the Santa County Fairgrounds, they just had a number of spots that were added out last week. They're going to keep theirs on because the mayor asked them to keep the campgrounds and keep the fairgrounds open for camping. But and we're all seeing it here. We're not in Texas where we're expected to get 85-degree weather maybe that day. But we're open so we'll see what happens. But just don't let the forecast room down, and then we'll be okay. But and then Marissa will jump to bicentennial and then we'll answer any questions.
Okay. So as it was mentioned before, the bicentennial is this year. So the committee has been meeting to plan different events and initiatives and programs for the community to take part in to celebrate 200 years. So the kickoff is April 1st at 10 a.m. at the Seneca County Museum. We'll have some history about what Seneca County was like in 1824 by one of our local historians. We'll have the national anthem and a hymn. We'll also have comments and remarks from elected officials, and then there's an open house at the museum after. So that begins at 10 a.m. and it's open to the public, and we're super excited. We'll have cookies and refreshments, and that will also be the launch of the Secrets of Seneca County Historical Driving Tour. So that is 19 different spots throughout Seneca County that folks can drive around. When they get to the location, they'll get a brief summary on a yard sign, and then they can scan a QR code, and it gives them tons more history. And then also all of that is available for them to look at too. So we've been hard at work organizing all of that and collecting the data and setting it up on the back end. So we're very excited to see that come to life. And then we also have our K-9 commissioner officially up and accepting votes. So we had 14 furry friends nominated for the K-9 commissioner, which is great. And so far we have over 1,000 votes for those different, I was going to say individuals, dogs, different dogs. And then the beard contest closes April 1st, and then voting will take place after that, and then they'll be awarded at the Heritage Festival. And then as we get through April 19th and 20th and 21st, we have a Be a Tourist in Your Own Town, which all the museums and galleries throughout Seneca County are free or at a reduced price, and we have different live experiences. And then if you complete your passport, you get entered in to win some chamber cash. So this is a great opportunity. Last year was our first year we did that, and then we're excited to bring it back, especially with the 200th year, to take people throughout the whole county. And then after April, the Bicentennial Committee we're excited to look at some different projects and initiatives that we can have that will have a lasting effect outside of just the 200th year. So,
Nice work.
thank you. Oh, yes, and thank you. Sorry. And thank you so much to the commissioners. They provided funding for the Bicentennial to be able to purchase different things and run these different initiatives and programs. So we absolutely love promoting our community in that 200 years. The theme is standing the test of time. So thank you for helping to make that possible.
Adam, any report on rural Seneca County?
Not right now, we don't really, obviously we're working on a few projects out in the outside of city limits, but nothing that we're able to talk about right now.
Gotcha. Tom?
It's too bad that you put the markings out on the cemetery when you got the one commissioner incapacitated this time. Couldn't get a hold of him. I've seen those markings. I'm talking for the people that's out there. They can't speak for themselves. I hope and pray that those fences are movable, because you've taken away the front of the cemetery. When you come down that driveway, you're taking away all that green space. That green space is going to get plowed up on the first farmer that goes in there this spring. The fence, beautiful, the fence. It's just a location. You've got it in the cemetery. That's it.
John?
I'll answer some questions there. The yards that are there will not get plowed up. I've already spoke to the farmer. The fences were put out to the limits of the cemetery so that you can still, when the crops are in, we can still drive around there for either a funeral or for mowing or for whatever. And the fencing on the backside is kind of a limit right now. I mean, we could still put 100 burials in there, of which I've been here for 8 years and we've only done 3. So and we own the rest of the farm, so if we need more space, we've got it. But the front part there was just to snug in the cemetery look right there, but that grass will not get plowed up.
You've made it difficult for people to even pull in that front grassy area. Why wouldn't you put that front out in front of the grass or at the edge of the grassy area?
Well, for that reason, it's tight to the sign and the parking area there, and there's still a lot of room to turn their car
There's a lot
around.
of room, but you've made it difficult for people to pull in.
Okay,
That front corner needs to be pushed out beyond the grass or on the edge of the grass.
okay,
I mean, you have no idea what that cemetery looked like 10 years ago, 8 years ago. You have no idea the man hours, the scouts and the scoutmasters, the time that they spent out there. I was out there every day with them. That took a whole summer to fix that cemetery, to make it look, it's probably the best cemetery in Ohio. There's no doubt in my mind. The neatest looking cemetery. All the stones are, you can't get to them with a lawnmower. I mean, it's beautiful. I think you've ruined the front part of it. Back, yeah, you took the back, one back, that's good. I mean, because you can grow in the back, but you don't want it to go forward.
but that was the reasoning for putting them where they're at, so they can turn their cars around in the grass area, and they can park there. That was the reasoning for that, and,
Why, that makes no sense, John.
okay.
That makes no sense. I'm sorry, I disagree with you. I spent a lot of time out there.
Okay. Why don't you and I set a time and we'll meet out there and talk about it further?
I've talked to the commissioner that's incapacitated right now,
Yeah,
and he wants to meet me out there too,
okay.
in a week or so. He can't get around now.
I'll be glad to meet you before that and show you.
I'll go anytime.
Yeah,
I'll go anytime.
that's fine. Yeah. We thought we were doing the right thing.
I'm sure you did. I'm not trying to criticize. I'm talking for the people in the cemetery.
Okay.
How long is the fence roughly, John?
They're just corners, they're not even a fence.
Okay.
They're just corners.
Yeah, they're beautiful corners. You've done a good job in corners.
And let me add that in those corners will be landscaped, simple landscaping, like a tall grass for each one. That, we're working on that to be an Eagle project.
Okay.
We haven't got the approval yet, so I'm not gonna mention any names, but, that is, we're trying to get the scouts to approve that as an Eagle project to finish the landscaping and plant the tall grass and so forth.
Tom, thanks for bringing that to our attention. If you guys set up a meeting time, will you let the other three of us know? That way we can come out there as well. Thanks for bringing that up, Tom. Sorry for your frustration.
Thank you.
All right. Councilman Snee? All right, well, if there is no further public comment, call the meeting adjourned at 10:39 a.m. Thank you.